Hello everyone and welcome back to a rainy Saturday, or Sunday, yeah, Sunday, June 9th, I guess it is, yeah, June 9th. Like I said, it's raining. I've been after groundhogs all day, not much success, but hey, we're trying. But today's video is going to be a little different. There's a couple of things I wanted to cover in this video. Let's see. Questions on videos and stuff. Please ask those. I absolutely love them. I try to respond. Sometimes I respond on the go, and the responses can be a little short, but you know, not my intent. But and if I don't answer it to satisfaction, just ask again. It's no big deal. But yeah, I had one the other day about why I'd be interested in a little bigger farm tractor. The biggest reason would be pulling a hay roller on steep ground, and the camera don't do it justice, but some of the ground that we put hay on, if we don't run with the slope, up and down the slope, you will turn a tractor over trying to go around it. I mean, some of it's too steep, but you know, that's one. Another one was about the plasticulture equipment. We got a small independent farm equipment dealer here locally that has gotten a lot of it for us through the years. There's other places. Reveiw makes some of the equipment. I can't remember. Something Market Garden may make some of it. Different places. There's several sources for getting it. But that's, you know, that's where we source ours. Another one is, do I bale my own hay? We do. The guy that I partner with on the farming, and there's no videos of him, and I've never asked him if it'd be all right to video him and this, that. I mean, there's some of him on the tractor and stuff, but I just don't do videos of him. You know, I try not to get anyone but my old ugly mug in this in these videos. But yes, he and it just works out that he usually does the rolling. When we started out in the hay, we were square baling, and me and him been doing hay together for, oh Lord, 15 years or longer. But we were square baling, and then he bought the Kubota tractor, which was bigger than the John Deere that I run, and then he bought the roller. You know, I own some of the hay equipment, he owns some of the hay equipment, but he owns the roller and he pulls it. I have rode with it, pulled a roller with it, or I have pulled his roller quite a bit. It's just until that question was asked of me, it just never dawned on me. I've never gotten a video of me rolling the hay with it, and we'll try to get one of those on second cutting, but most of the time he rolls it. Another thing is, just being on social media today, I don't watch a lot of YouTube, believe it or not. I do watch some. There's some channels that I watch, and I won't name them, but you know, there's some channels that I watch and follow along and everything. But there was an incident happened here locally today on one of the social media outlets, and it just blew up. You know, the shred of truth turned in, you know, they made a mountain out of a molehill, folks. And it's going to sound crazy on a YouTube channel. Fact check what you see on social media. Trust me, it's I catch it all the time. You know, people will ask me about, you know, spraying or organic or GMO or non-GMO or, you know, etc., 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 etc. And what happens a lot of times is there's a shred of truth to something and it gets blown all to pieces. Check your facts. You know, don't take what I say as the gospel, people, and run with it, or anyone else on any social media outlet, or for that, let's just back up and say any media outlet. Check them. All right. So enough about that. Today's video is review of the 2018 Dodge Ram 3500. Okay, so I bought this truck back in March or February. The 07, which is the old girl sitting right there, if you can see her, is my workhorse. That was the only vehicle I owned. I mean, my wife's got a vehicle, but that was the only one I owned. And farming in it, beating on it, and keep in mind, I work an off-farm job that sometimes I actually do some traveling. And, well, anyhow. So, I am partial to a straight drive. As you can see, I like a manual transmission. I always have. Every truck I ever owned has been a manual transmission. Now, once again, I'm not brand loyal. I grew up for years and years and years, Ford trucks, all I'd have. I've owned Ford, Dodge, Chevrolet, and that's it. Ford, Dodge, and Chevrolet, as far as trucks. And I like the Ford truck. Still like the Ford truck. And the 07 Dodge there, it's got like 150,000 miles, but they're pretty hard miles. Still doing fine. It needs a few little odds and ends done to it. It's getting pretty ragged from just use. It's, you know, getting in and out of mud and driving it through hay fields, stuff like that. So I had made up my mind a couple years down the road that I was going to go get me a new Ford 350 4-wheel drive, you know, etc., etc. Of course, they only offer automatic, and GM only offers automatic, and starting 2019, Ram only offers automatic. Well, it just so happened I drove by our local dealership and seen this one, and it was basically spec'd out exactly what I wanted. The old boys done me a good deal, etc., etc., etc. That's how I wound up with it, and I'm pleased. I'm glad I got it. The last one that they got, actually, of cab and chassis manual Cummins. Not being brand loyal, I love that Cummins engine. I like the way it pulls. I like the new Ford 6.7s. I've not driven one of the new GMs. Me and GM got done with each other years ago. On a 2003 Chevrolet Tahoe, I swore off of them after that particular vehicle. That and the Chevrolet truck I owned before that. The kind of the combination of those two done me in. But so I bought this truck, and I have got just a little over 5,000 miles on it now. Fuel mileage is not the greatest. We're looking at about 13.8 miles per gallon. Some of that's been loaded, most of it's been empty. That 07 got about that, and then it had a problem that I fixed, and we'll leave it at that, and it gets about 18 now. So it helped hit, but it helped in more ways than just fuel mileage. But anyhow, that's another story for another day. So far, I really like the truck. The pros to it are, it rides and drives a lot better than that generation of Dodge. It's much more comfortable. It you know, it's got a few more bells and whistles on it that I like. Power windows, power door locks, you know, very, very few options does the truck have on it. That's about it. It's got that Bluetooth backup camera, the auxiliary electric carpet delete. I mean, it's got very few things on it. That over there's got manual windows and door locks, so it's very plain Jane. But this is a tradesman. It's got the chrome package. I do like the bed. I do wish the bed had tie downs on it. I'm gonna have to put some tie downs in it. There ain't nowhere to tie anything down. If you got a flat bed, you're gonna have to tie something down. But The cons, I really don't like the fuel mileage. Of course, it's got DEF on it, diesel exhaust fluid. That's not its fault. It's that's about it. Other than that, really and truly, you know, I like the truck. I like the truck a lot. I'm glad I got it. But you know, it's someone had asked me about it, and you know, if I was liking it or whatever. But I do like it a lot. It's try to keep it clean. The color's a little hard to keep clean. You know, you can see it's got a lot more room in the back seat, which is positive over the 07. One of the cons I do have, it does not have map lights. So at night, if you cut the interior light on, and that's the only one that comes on, and you may be looking for something up here and you can't see it. So yeah, that is something I don't like about it. But other than that, I'm pleased with it. Very pleased with it. But that's kind of an update. Hopefully this week, our big task this week, got a couple of them. One is to get rid of them dang groundhogs. And thanks for all the advice on getting rid of them. I have it been Sunday and day off. I spent some time in the tree line next to the field with the 17 HMR. Waiting on them. I've also got some live traps set, which you can be kind of successful. I've caught a lot of groundhogs in them, but it can be more difficult. Can't find my conibear traps. We may replace them tomorrow. If I can find the conibear traps, I will get the groundhogs. You know, that's project 1 for this week. Project 2 is to get our pumpkins planted. We gotta get our pumpkin ground ready and get them in the ground. This is the week we try to plant them. The issue is, of course, it's raining. So we'll have to see how it goes. Hopefully it's supposed to dry up about midweek and we can get back in the field. But that's kind of what we're up to today, or this week, kind of as an update. But you know, be careful on social media. Keep asking me questions. I love it. Thanks to everyone that takes time out of their busy day to watch this idiot yak. I appreciate it. I enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. Please subscribe. Hit that little notification bell so you'll know when we put up a video. See what else. You see a video, please ask questions about it. Comment. You know, let us know. If you think I'm a rambling idiot, whatever, that's fine. My wife would agree with you probably. But that's kind of where we're at. I do like the 2018 Dodge Ram. Be careful on social media. Fact check everybody. And keep the questions coming. And until next time, everybody take care of themselves. And we will see you hopefully tomorrow. If it stays wet, well, I've got so much to do. It's, you know, just wait for the videos is all I can say. We've got a lot to do. And we'll try to keep you up to date with the videos. And keep in mind, you know, if I'm busy running hard, sometimes it's hard to remember to bring the camera, remember to hook the camera up, etc., etc., etc. But I will make every effort to. Thanks again for watching. Everybody be safe out there. Take care of yourself. Bye.